Good morning, Life Group leaders. I just a few minutes ago sent out the completed Ephesians study, the abridged version. I'd gone through the larger PDF that I'd given you before, and and broke it down into the format that we're used to using. To be honest with you, with Mother's Day and all the different other things that have happened over the last few weeks, I'm not sure where any of you are in this study. I just sent out week 6. I think probably many of you will not meet next weekend unless you just meet for a fellowship due to Memorial Day. And so this may be the very last week that you get to meet. And so I would encourage you, just look over the sessions and see which one is going to fit your group best tonight to end on if this is your last week. I know looking at what what the sessions are, I may end with session 6. We may jump because we've only gone through, I think, 2 weeks in Ephesians, or maybe 3. But we're going to go ahead and probably skip to week 6 just because I believe that will go, especially with what I'm preaching this morning, that it will go well with uh, the study for chapter 6 in Ephesians. That may mean that you're not prepared to tell the story. It may just mean that you have to read through the scripture rather than quoting it. And for one time that might be okay. We're going to start something back with a completely new curriculum, a new thing in the fall. I'm really excited about. We're going to do an immersed Bible reading plan so that everybody can be engaged in the same scriptures each week, and also kind of looking at the possibility of doing a walk through the Bible event for the church to kick that off. Our life groups, not only will we be doing it in life groups, we'll be reading the scripture individually each day, possibly have that walk through the Bible kickoff plan, and I'm also going to be preaching from the sections that we're reading. And so the goal is in 16 weeks in the fall to get in through the entire New Testament. Now, don't worry. Um, we're not going to make you go over that large a chunk of scripture each week. We're going to pick something out of each one of those sections. And so we will definitely get together before we start back in the fall to kind of go over what the plan is. And we're going to start preparing that curriculum the 1st of June. And so by August 1st, I'm hoping to have all 16 weeks of that done for you. Um, But anyway, as you're looking through the material, if you don't want to go to week 6 this week, look at the other lessons if you're not going to meet next week and see, well, for my group, which one's going to be the best one to end on. Um, and I want to thank you again for your diligence in leading these groups. I want to encourage you again to get together a couple of times this summer. Um, just to continue the fellowship. And I know that some of your groups will be branching in the fall, and so kind of help work through that with them, how you're going to branch, and where you'll be meeting, and all of those kind of things. So again, thank you for your hard work. Continue to meet with some people individually outside of your group. Continue to pour into them and invest in them and make disciples. Um, Also, be looking around the church over the next few weeks and months to see who is it that are not involved. I know Phyllis has made the list of people that are in life groups now, and so you can have that list, and it'll be a little better for you to be able to see who is and who is not in groups. As people come into the church, you all have done a great job really going after them. Most of the time, I'm standing at the back of the church whenever we have visitors out by the Welcome Center. And by the time they get to me, they've already been invited to 3 or 4 life groups. And so that is a great thing that you're doing. And I just commend you in that and encourage you to continue that. But anyway, I'm not going to go over any specifics on a particular lesson since I'm not sure where all of you are. And so if you have any questions before your life group tonight, just give me a holler, and I'll try to answer anything I can. Um, I hope that we have many, many more years of making disciples in this church together, and I'm looking forward to see what God's going to do in the coming years as we are obedient to His call and His commission. Thanks.